Well, the economic stimulus is meant to create jobs, but for who? Tamron Hall is live at the politics desk with more. Hey there.
Melissa, according to at least two conservative think tanks, the stimulus could put hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants to work, and a large chunk of those jobs would come in the construction sector along the Mexico border and up and down the East Coast. And Jorge Mario Cabrera is with the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights of Los Angeles, and Pat Buchanan is, of course, an MSNBC analyst. And Pat, you've been talking about this all morning long, and some of the numbers out there is that 15% of the jobs that I just mentioned from the stimulus, construction work from the stimulus, would go to illegal immigrants, and you've made the case against why you believe this is not right.
Well, I really don't think it is. I've got nothing against these folks who are trying to work, who are illegal aliens. But for heaven's sakes, Tamron, our Americans, 10 million are out of work. If you take African-American youth and you take Hispanic youth and white youth, especially those who are dropouts, there are enormously high unemployment rates. And to prefer people who have broken the law, broken into the country, and working illegally to your own people, taking bread off the table of your own citizens to give it to folks who aren't citizens and breaking the law, it seems to me is unjust, it is immoral, and it is unpatriotic.
And Jorge, I'll let you give your response to what Pat just said. I know that your group has said these are kind of fear tactics.
Indeed. I mean, you can massage statistics the way you want to until you get the desired result. And certainly CIS's statistics are not only fuzzy, but maybe outright lies. And basically, we don't even know how many people are out there looking for a job that are undocumented immigrants. We all agree that we are facing an economic crisis, and certainly the president's plan is to make sure that all of us find an appropriate job that pays what we need to receive in order to pay for our needs.
Jorge, let's take away the number here before I let Pat respond. Let's say the numbers are not accurate. Let's just say it's half of that. Those are still, Jorge, jobs that American workers like the gentleman that Monica just spoke with, who lives in a tent in Sacramento, would say should go to him.
What we're saying is some of these immigrants have been here 12, 15, 20 years. And, you know, it's becoming very tiring when immigrants become the whipping boy by some of these obstructionists, naysayers, who basically find anything to blame on immigrants, especially when the going gets tough. But when the going gets good, immigrants are welcome.
Right, Pat?
Tamron, let me get tiresome here. There's 12 to 20 million illegal aliens in the country. The gentleman is right. We don't know exactly how many. It's estimated that 7 million are working. I mean, I don't have anything really against them personally, but the idea that 7 million illegal aliens walked into our country, broke our laws, are breaking our laws, while 10 million Americans are unemployed is wrong. This is our country. I am in favor of other countries, but you gotta, for heaven's sakes, take care of your own family and your own people first. I feel sorry for those folks, but they cannot take the bread off the table of American citizens.
Well, Pat, let me ask you, some of the people out there would say, well, listen, they still pay taxes when you purchase something in this country, whether you're in the country legally or not. And I just actually spoke with a representative of a hotel in Texas who says that they're hurting now because illegal immigrants are now going back to their home because our economy is so bad and they can't get workers. At least that's what their claim is for this one hotel chain.
Cameron, let me give you some numbers. If you take black teenagers and Hispanic teenagers in the country, the unemployment is 30 to 40%. If you take high school dropouts, even those in the labor force, it is 2 and 3 times as high as the unemployment rate. These employers have got to be told, you go out and hire Americans, and if you can't, then you go out of business because they are there, and the problem is you are not trying to hire these kids and these young people. I mean, they're in 10 cities. These are our fellow Americans. The stimulus package is designed, paid for by taxpayers, American taxpayers, to help Americans first.
All right, well, Pat, Jorge, we're out of time, but obviously this is not a conversation that can be resolved in a couple of minutes. But thank you both for sharing your thoughts. Thank you again, Jorge.
Thank you,
going to do it.